Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Loving Your Life with Mama D. I'm Glenda Davis, aka Mama D. So today we're going to be making some muffins. That's right, carrot muffins and zucchini muffins. Oh yeah, this is the first time you're getting this recipe. I've never made muffins before on my channel. I have to take them to church tomorrow for an event, so I thought I'd come on and let you go along with me for the journey. Okay, how about that? All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and don't forget to share it with someone. Okay, all right, let's get to it. Okay, so now we're going to go over our ingredients. I'm going to be using, I have some organic zucchini, and I'm going to use 2 cups. I'm going to shred them. I wanted to wait till last to do that because they do hold a lot of water, and I'm going to go ahead and shred those up last, and then we're just going to mix them in at the end along with our nuts. These are actually not pecans, these are walnuts, and I decided to use, I'm sorry, these are pecans, not walnuts. I usually use walnuts, but these are pecans. So we're going to use about 1/2 cup of pecans. I have 1 cup of raisins. And then because I want it hearty, I'm going to use about 1/2 cup of craisins. Okay. I have a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see a little better. Okay, we have 1/2 cup of canola oil. I have a teaspoon of soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. You can use brown sugar if you like. And then I have 1 cup of pure cane all-purpose, well, hold on. This is my sugar. I use the pure cane, and you see how that looks. It's not going to be white. It's not white. Some people use the refined sugar, but I don't. I just use the pure cane sugar, unrefined. I have about, this is a little less than 1/2 cup of pineapples, and you notice that juice. I'm going to have to keep pouring that juice off as I let it sit because the zucchini, they're very juicy as well. Okay, so that's pretty much my ingredients. I mentioned the oil, vanilla, brown sugar, and that's pretty much. We're going to set the oven at 350. Okay, I forgot to mention 2 eggs. 2 eggs will go in as well. Okay, so I've mixed the dry ingredients. I put the cinnamon, salt, baking soda, baking powder. Everything is in here, all the dry ingredients, and it's mixed up. I'm setting this aside. Okay, now into my next larger bowl, I'm going to put in both my sugars. That's 1/2 cup of the light brown sugar and 1 cup of the regular sugar. And then I'm going to put in the 2 eggs and my 1/2 cup of oil. Okay. And then I'm just going to start mixing that up until it's nice and creamy. Okay, now normally I use my mixer. I rarely ever do this by hand, but tonight I'm just going to go ahead and do it by hand. Okay. Okay, I changed my whisk. This whisk is a lot nicer. Okay, just get that nice and creamy. Just kind of want to break down that sugar. Okay, now I'm going to add the vanilla. Stir that in again, a little more. See that? Okay, and now it's time for my zucchini. Okay, it looks like a cup. We're going to put it into the wet ingredients back here. And let's see, let's get the rest of this one. I definitely won't eat this one. Let's see if that's going to be a cup. Almost. Let's get a little more. I'll cut my fingers here. Getting kind of close. All right, let's leave that alone. Okay. Now that looks like my 2 cups. That's good. Okay, we're going to put it in here with the wet ingredients. Okay, so here's the zucchini. Now let's put in this applesauce. Oh, let me drain a little of that off. A little bit too much water, and we don't want our muffins to be all wet. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to add the wet into the dry. I think I have enough room in this bowl. It looks okay. And let's get all that goodness in there. And let's stir it. Okay. Now it's thickening up really nicely. That. Okay. All right. Scraping the sides. Make sure we get all the flour. Get it off the bottom. All right. Now let's put in our craisins, our raisins, and our nuts. Okay. Let's give it a stir. Perfecto. Look at that. Oh, you see that? Okay, now let's get our muffin pans ready. We'll get the first batch into the oven. And again, it's at 350, and it'll probably take about 20 minutes. Okay, well, I have a change of plans for the muffins. I have decided to use my parchment paper, the tall ones. These are a little fancy. And I'm going to also use some gold cups because I'm going to put them in these little cutie pies. Okay, they're going to sit right in there. So I just get excited about some of this stuff. Okay, and then I have the extra large. These are also parchment. They're the jumbo size, and these things can be a little costly. Okay, but they're going to go into this. So I'm only going to have like 6 of these, and then I think this will be enough to make 12 of the smaller cupcakes because I do kind of need them to stretch. Expecting maybe to feed about 30 people or more. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get them in, and I'm going to use my ice cream scoop to help me get the mix into especially these tall ones because I don't want it to be messy on the edges. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, so I'll pull that up. Just let it drip off so it won't keep dripping everywhere. And then try to get it as close to the middle as possible. It is a little hard to work with this because you want it to be pretty on the edges. Okay. Now I'll fill them to about here. Okay. That's about almost halfway up. Okay, let's get to the next one. And I won't bore you with this. I'm just going to show you a few and then we'll come back. All right, that's that one. And then let me show you these are the larger ones. I can actually do this probably right to the pan. And it makes, you know, so it won't be so messy. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Just can't get it. Well, at least it's not on the side of the muffin paper itself. Okay. You do have a tendency to kind of want to go fast, but haste makes waste is what I was always told. Okay, so I'm going to finish getting these in and then we'll be right back. Okay, so these are ready to go in first. They're all pretty even. And let's get them to the oven. The first 6 are out and they are beautiful golden brown. We're going to sit them back here. Now let's get the other ones in. And I'm going to move the rack down because I don't want the paper touching the top. Okay, we're going to go over the ingredients for the carrot muffins. We have 3 cups of carrots, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. We have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. We have 1½ cup of sugar. We have 3 eggs. We have 2/3 cups of oil. We have 1 cup of raisins. See that? I did about 1/4 cup of nuts. You can go up to about a whole cup if you want. Depends on what you want. It's ½ a teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I think I said my 3 eggs. And that will be all the ingredients. Oh, and did I say my 2/3 cups of milk? Okay, I think I got everything. Okay, so what we're going to do, the oven is already set at 250. We're going to bake these for about 15 to 20 minutes. First thing we're going to do is in a bowl, we're going to put the wet ingredients, which will be the 3 eggs, the milk, the oil, and then we're going to put the sugar in. And then we're going to put in the vanilla. And then we're going to mix that together. And then we're going to put the flour and the cinnamon together. And we're going to mix that. Okay? So it's almost the same thing, but just slightly different. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so in goes the 3 eggs. 2/3 cups of milk. Did I tell y'all this was 3/4 cups of oil? 3/4 cups of oil. I'm going to put it in the description also. And then we're going to put in the vanilla. And that good old sugar. Okay. Now I got to get my whisk. Okay, now let's whisk it up. Okay, now I need to drain those pineapples a little bit more. Y'all see how that juice is already, let's see if I can, see that juice? It's already, look at all that. And I had already I didn't squish drain them, but I caught myself pouring the juice off, but that's a little much. So let's pour that off. Okay, see all that? Okay, now let's put it in. Stir that in real good. Okay, now we're going to put in the carrots. Get all all those carrots. Okay. So pretty. Okay, now I'm going to have to change to my spatula. All right, now we're going to put the salt and soda. Oh, let me put the cinnamon in too. I almost forgot the cinnamon. I was thinking that sure does look white. Okay. Let's mix that real good. Now normally I do this the other way, but this bowl is bigger, so I'm just going to put the flour mixture in the wet ingredients. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Now let's go ahead and put the raisins in and the nuts. And always, if you're making something with nuts, I always tell people you have nuts in your dishes if you're going to take them somewhere, because people have nut allergies. Okay. All right. So there you go. Now that's ready to get into the muffin pans. So today I went to the cake store and I bought this cute little contraction here. It's pretty deep and it holds 24 cupcakes. And I thought this would be really nice to transport them. So what I'm going to do, let's see if we can get these in first, because I know they'll fit. Oh, that's going to be kind of high. Let's see if that's going to shut. It'll work. Okay. Gonna fit? Okay, these are not going to fit, but I do have another box. Hold on. Okay, so I was thinking ahead that some of those would not fit, so I bought this cake box. Okay. And if I can get it folded properly, let's get the corners. Okay. And I can actually do 3 more of the carrot. So I'll do 3 more carrot, and then the rest will be the regular cupcake size. Okay, let's set this back here. Okay. All right, let's get the rest of them in now. Let's get my liners. And we'll be ready to go. I'm just going to give a little scoop. This looks a little wet to me. And I didn't want it quite that wet. It'll be okay. Sometimes you have to improvise. It's okay. It's still a little moist, but I think we can do it. I just don't want to make a mess with the pan, but let's do it this way. Let's get this flour over here. Oh, okay. You know, I think I'm going to cook these first. And then I'm going to make them kind of full too. You know what? I'm going to make a few for home. Okay. go ahead and put these in here. You want to eat a, you always want to leave some at home. Let's do it like this. I'm all done. Been making muffins for a little minute. And so this is the whole case I'll be taking to church tomorrow for our gathering. You can kind of tell the difference. You can see the ones that are carrot. These are zucchini, and the carrots are a little more brown. But I did do extras. Listen, sisters, when y'all cook for church, always save some for home. Okay, I'm just gonna give you that's a little nugget. Always save you some for home. I ain't gonna say why, but you know why. And then we also have this box. Okay, that's the big ones. See those? Okay. I don't want to handle them too much because I'm taking them out. So anyway, we're going to close the box. And here are the two that we're going to try. This is the, oh wait a minute. These are both carrot. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to try this one. This is one of the smaller carrots. And it's in a little gold sheet. And you know, like all muffins, you just pour it, but that's it. Look at those carrots. Look at that. Here you can see some more of the raisins. And that is, you see how cushiony that is. Ooh. Yes, sir. Look at them raisins. Y'all see that? Girl. God. That's so moist. It's not too sweet. It's not too carroty. It's not crunchy. The nuts and all of it just blends really well together. This is absolutely delicious. And this ain't the first one I ate. I'm trying to tell you, I had about 3. I need to slow down. Anyway, honey, it's your life. You love it. And you make the best of it. Make yourself some of these carrot muffins and zucchini muffins. Easy as pie. I'm going to put the recipe down in the subscription. If I don't get it in there tonight, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. I'll get it in there sometime tomorrow or something, okay? But anyway, hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that notification bell. And until next time, you have a great day. Bye. Peace out.